Welcome to Lorraine Shorts. Today we're going to be working at more of an intermediate level, so make sure that your body is a little bit warm before you begin. And we're going to start off just by lying down onto the floor. And once you get down there, just check you've got that alignment going through your body, your feet, your knees and your hip bones. Your upper back wants to be nice and wide, heavy, and we're just going to let the arms sink down on the floor beside you. So let's start off with a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose as you let your ribs expand out to the side, breathing out through the mouth and feeling your body just become a little bit heavier as it sinks down into the floor. So again, just breathing in, breathing out. We're going to add on to this our little pelvic tilt. So next time you exhale, let your lumbar spine melt down into the floor. And we're going to release, sit back through to the center, back into neutral, and again, tilting back through the pelvis, and releasing it back through to the middle. Let's do it like that one more time. So we're just starting to warm up around that lumbar spine. Next time we're going to go all the way up into our shoulder bridge. So tilting back, sinking your spine down, and then trying to peel off one bone after the next to bring yourself up into your bridge. Once you get up there, again, big breath in and breathing out to come back down, one bone after the next to release back through into neutral pelvis. Let's repeat that again. So we're just warming up now, right the way through your spine. This time though, once you get into your bridge, I'd like you to use your in-breath to float your arms gently to the ceiling. They stay there as you release back down, easing out through that spine, back into neutral, and of course the arms can float down again beside you as you inhale. Let's do 3 more of those. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in deep and wide as the arms float back up. Breathing out again as we release it back down. And release your arms down. Let's do it twice more. Let's do tilting, peeling, and bringing yourself all the way up. Again, floating those arms, releasing down, lengthening through. Before those arms again float down beside you. Now this last one, I'd like you to come all the way up and into your bridge. I want you to float your arms up to the ceiling, and I would like you to hold it there. Now I don't want that pelvis to drop down. I want you to keep those hips lifted. If you need a little extra help, you can always place your hands on the floor beside you. But keep those hips up there. Let's breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're just going to peel 1 foot away from the floor and lift the knee above your hip. And then as you inhale, you sit back down. Let's go to the other side. So we're just going to be walking from one leg to the other. Lifting and releasing. Lifting and releasing. 4 more to go. Lift and release. Lift and release. Last 2 times. Lift. That's good. And lift. Place the foot back down. Slowly articulate all the way back down through the spine, back into neutral, and then draw those knees into the chest. Just give your back another little stretch and a little gentle rock side to side. Lovely. Okay, we're going to release it and bring the legs into a 2-leg 100. I want you just to float your arms behind you, bend the elbows and cradle the back of your head. So to begin with your elbows in your peripheral vision, I want you to do 4 little curl ups. So we're going to lift the head, lift the shoulders, and just draw down ribs to hips. And then release it down as we inhale. So we're going to lift and release. You don't have to move the pelvis. We keep that pelvis completely still. And this next one we're going to be holding up there. We're going to be lengthening one leg away and drawing the other knee in towards the chest. as we go into single leg stretch. So make sure you've cemented your pelvis into the floor. Let's breathe in to prepare. And as we breathe out, change the legs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it with a flexion through the foot. Push that heel away. Press, press, press. 4 more. Push away, push. Good. And bring that last one back to the middle. Hold it there. Support your head. The legs do exactly the same thing. We're now going to add a twist for the crisscross. Let's breathe in. And as we breathe out, we twist it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. Bring those shoulders and the elbow right across to the knee. Let's do it with a flexion. Push the heel away. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Really try to keep that upper body lifted as we twist. Twist, good. Last one. Bring it back to the center. Hold it there. We're just going to finish off here with double leg stretch. Try to bring those legs in towards you. Feet are now together. Knees are together. Little reverse curl. And if you can, reach right down towards your ankles, your toes. And as we inhale, we reach the legs away, we reach the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, float the arms around, draw those legs back in. So we're breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And again, reach. Reach. Try and keep that upper body lifted. We've got 4 more. Little reverse curl. 3, 2, and 1 more time. And reach. And then just relax it. All the way down. Lovely. Bring the feet down one after the other. Let's roll over onto your side. I want your arm to support your head. I want your underneath leg to be bent and your top leg to press away. And really feel as though you're being drawn right out through from the hip. Remember, the spine stays long. You should be able to just tuck your fingertips just underneath your waist so we know that we're working around the center. And as we exhale, we're going to slide those toes up that far wall. And release. And again, we're going to squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. And lift. That's it, good. And again, lifting. So we're squeezing to the hip. Lifting. And lift. Good. We're just going to slow it down next time. We're going to come up for the count of 2. Lifting. Squeezing down for 2. Good, and again. Up for 2. And down for 2. Just 2 more of these. Up for 2. We're still trying to reach right out to that far wall. 1 more to go. Lift for 2. Down for 2, but hold it now so it is parallel to the floor. I want you to take your top arm and rest it on your thigh. Now keeping the shoulder blade down your back. Float your arm to the ceiling. Float it all the way above your ear. And if you reach it back, you can take your underneath hand and hold around the wrist. And if you draw right out through the side of the body, we're going to get a lovely stretch right through the side. We're still reaching the leg away. And we're going to do little circles with the leg. And we're circling it for 4, 3, 2, and in the other direction. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, good. Let's repeat that 1 more time. First direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way around. Let's go for last 4, 3, just rolling into that hip. 2, and final 1. Bring it back to the middle. Draw the leg in. Release those arms all the way down. Lovely. Let's repeat that on the other leg. So you're going to bring yourself down. Your underneath arm is long. Your head is resting down. Your knees will start off bent, but then you'll lengthen your top leg away from you, pushing slightly out from the hip. Keep that spine long. Let's go again. Breathe in to prepare and breathe out as we slide those toes up that far wall and then release it down. Remember, every time you lift, you shouldn't be pushing that waist into the floor. Keep the rest of the body still as we lift. Good, and again. 4 more of these. And 3. Squeezing right into the side of that hip for 2. Good, and for 1, we're slowing it down, up for the count of 2. Down for the count of 2. And again, we're going to lift, down, and down. 2 more, pushing right out through from that hip. Lovely, last time, and on this final one, remember we bring it down parallel to the floor, hold it there. Your top hand rests on your thigh. We then float the arm up, the shoulder blade slides down your back, and you reach back, keep it over the ear, hold around that top wrist with your underneath hand. Pull right out from that hip again, let's circle it round for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction for 4, 3, 2. Good. One more time each way. Let's go again for 4. Really reaching that leg away. Everything else remaining still. Good, lovely. Other direction last time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the middle. Draw the leg in, release it down, releasing those arms. Good. Okay, just want you to then come over onto your hands and your knees. And I want your hands, your arms to be directly underneath your shoulders. I want your knees to be directly underneath your hips. I'd like you to tuck under with your toes. Now make sure your upper back is wide and open. Your head is lifted and aligned with your spine. And as you exhale, all you're going to do is float your knees fractionally away from the floor. And I want you to hold that position, knowing that you're working gently around your shoulders, you're working around your center. But as we now start to breathe out, I want you to start to lift your bottom up towards the ceiling. As you lift, we're going to start to take the weight back over your feet. So you're going to try and push your heels right down into the floor. Hold it there, breathe in. As you breathe out, let's bring the weight forward again. Bend those knees, bring them down until they are hovering just above the floor. We can do that one more time. Breathing in, breathing out, pushing your bottom again to the ceiling. Take the weight back, press those heels a little bit closer towards the mat. You may find they can go a little bit further this time. And now bend the knees just slightly and see if you can rotate your buttocks a little higher to the ceiling. Even more of a stretch. Keeping it there, let's push those heels closer to the mat. Lovely stretch right through the back of those legs. Hold it there, breathe in. As you breathe out, again, bring the weight forward, bend those knees. This time, bring them all the way down to the mat. Take your knees a little wider. Sink your bottom to your heels. Stretch those arms forward. Bring the breastbone down to the floor and just hold it there. Big breath in and out. And then walk your hands in towards your knees. Good. Let's swing the legs under. So make sure you've got plenty of space behind you on your mat. We're going to sit up nice and tall on those sitting bones. Arms are reaching out in front, and we're just going to finish off with a little bit of a roll up and maybe a teaser as well. So you can have your knees bent, you can have your legs lengthened, as long as you can start up tall on those sitting bones. Let's breathe in, and as we breathe out, we start with that little tuck under, slowly starting to come down. And as you come down, let your arms stay out in front of your shoulders. And we're going to reach them back and stretch. So we're stretching fingertips to toes. Arms lift as you inhale, head lifts. As you exhale, you just slowly peel all the way back up again into a nice tall seating position. Breathing in, breathing out, tucking under. Slowly coming down. See how slowly you can do it. Use that whole breath. Stretching the arms away. Breathing in as you lift the arms and lift the head. Breathing out as we peel all the way up again, nice and tall. We're going to see if we can add a bent-legged teaser next time. So we're going to be tucking under. Slowly coming down. So this time, once you get down to the bottom, hold it there to breathe in. And as you breathe out, your arms start to lift, your head starts to lift, you start to draw the legs in towards you. Just fold yourself in half and bring yourself up into your balance. Hold it there, breathe in. As we breathe out, we come back down, lengthening out through the body and stretching the arms and legs away from each other. Breathing in, breathing out. Now remember, you can always make this a little bit easier for yourself if you need to by bringing the legs on the floor first and then sliding them away as you come down. It's up to you. So we're breathing in, breathing out, folding yourself in half, coming up into your balance. Breathing in, breathing out to lengthen all the way back down, stretching it through. We'll do it twice more. Good, and pressing it away. One more left to go. Breathing in, breathing out. And lifting. Now if you can, just hold it there. As you inhale, see if you can lift one arm up to the ceiling. And bring it back down. See if you can bring the other arm up to the ceiling. And bring it down, keeping that rib-hip connection. One more time with both arms. Reach. And forward. Let's come all the way back down. And lengthening it through. And this time, float the arms down and let them just relax down by your side. Bend the knees in, feet flat on the floor. And we need to cross either your ankle or your knee across your other leg. Tilt back through the pelvis. Draw the legs in towards you. Hold wherever you need to get a nice little stretch around your hip, around the glutes. Letting the rest of your body just sink down to the floor. Good. Relax it down, uncross the legs, and just do the same on the other side. Either knee or ankle, tilt back to the pelvis, draw those legs in, hold them in there as you breathe. Lovely. And then just bring those legs down one after the other. Lengthen the legs away. Scoop the arms forward and just bring yourself gently up into a seated position. Release the arms down and just give those shoulders
little roll round. Great, well done.